13, Odell Beckham, Michael Thomas, T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans. This is a superstar team, and it's only one jersey number. This video is gonna be crazy. By the way, I just started this channel, and I'm uploading a new video every week. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so every time I upload a new NFL video, you're not gonna miss it. Number 0. Nobody. You're not allowed to wear number 0 in the NFL. Number 1. Cam Newton. His only competition is Kyler Murray, who's pretty good, but a little overrated. I know he didn't play this season, but don't forget, Cam Newton won MVP. Number 2. Matt Ryan. Because he's good? No. The only other player is this guy, and I don't want to say his name out loud because when I say Mason Rudolph, whoa, relax, Miles. Mason's not here. I just said his name. Relax. Number 3. It should be Jameis Winston. He's had the best season of his career. He finished 2019 with the most yards in the NFL. Unfortunately for him, Russell Wilson also wears number 3. Winston has 2 more touchdowns than Wilson, but 25 more interceptions. Yeah, I think we'll go with Russell Wilson. Number 4. This one is controversial. It's between 2 players, Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a winner. He made the playoffs. Dak did not. He's also better at running with the ball, but even so, I'm going with Dak Prescott. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but he has a better touchdown-interception ratio, more yards, and forget about number 4, he has one of the highest quarterback ratings in the entire NFL. Number 5. I'm surprised there aren't better players at number 5. The only 2 people you'll know are Teddy Bridgewater and Blake Bortles. Those are the only guys. When Drew Brees was hurt, Teddy went 5-0, undefeated with the Saints. Maybe if Teddy Bridgewater was starting, they would have beat the Vikings. I'm just saying. Number 6. Why are they all punters? Did the punters have a secret meeting saying we should all wear number 6? But the best is Chris Morstead. Number 7. The first option is Big Ben Roethlisberger. Bro, last year he had 34 touchdowns. Option 2 is Jacoby Brissett, who's actually been impressive. But here's the deal breaker. Brissett really relies on his run game and his defense, but Big Ben doesn't rely on anyone. He puts the Steelers on his back and wins games. He even won a Super Bowl. Number 8. Finally, Kirk Cousins is the best at something. He's been waiting all his life. Oh no, it's Lamar Jackson. Sorry, Kirk, but Lamar Jackson is this year's MVP, the best offensive player the Ravens have had in decades. By the end of his career, he'll probably be the best player to ever wear number 8. You should probably change your jersey number to like number 0. You'd be the best number 0 in the NFL. Number 9, Drew Brees. Is it because he's a Hall of Famer? Nope. Is it because he's the best regular season quarterback? Nope. Then why is he the best? Because there's no competition. Like literally, only Matthew Stafford wears number 9, and he's obviously not better than Drew Brees. But if Drew Brees was wearing number 8, I would pick Lamar over him. I'm just being honest. Number 10, Eli Manning. If we're talking about careers, it would be Eli. No question about it. But this season, it's not Eli. It's between Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins, 2 of the most feared wide receivers. Here's the difference. The Chiefs have so many other options. Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce. They can't double team Tyreek Hill. But the Texans have DeAndre Hopkins, and next to him, a load of trash. What, Kiki Cutie? Darren Fells? Who are these people? DeAndre Hopkins gets double teamed and still puts up the same stats as Tyreek Hill. It's DeAndre Hopkins. Case closed. Number 11. My high school number. The best quarterback is Carson Wentz. The best wide receiver is Julio Jones. Carson Wentz has had the most underrated season. 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, no one's talking about it. The Eagles would probably still be in the playoffs if he didn't get hurt. When Julio Jones is out, the Falcons are fine. They just pass more to Calvin Ridley. When Carson Wentz is out, the team falls apart. It's a hot take, but Carson Wentz is the best at number 11. Number 12. Easy, it's Tom Brady. Number 13. Wait a minute. There's also Aaron Rodgers. Two of the greatest quarterbacks of this generation are both number 12. Last year, the answer was Brady. The year before Brady. The year before Brady. But now it's Rodgers time. The answer is Rodgers. Number 13. This is a superstar squad. Mike Evans, you're not even the best wide receiver on your team anymore. T.Y. Hilton, you were better when you had Andrew Luck on your team. I'm sorry, but your quarterback is Phillip Rivers. You did your best. Odell is the most popular of the players, but he's not the best. It's Michael Thomas. Not only is he the best player at number 13, he's the best wide receiver in the entire NFL. Number 14. Andy Dalton is not the best at anything in football. Last year, it was an easy answer. Stephon Diggs, one of the elite wide receivers. But this year, a rookie has taken his spot, and his name is DK Metcalf. This man is a truck in the form of a wide receiver. Usually when a team takes a wide receiver in the first round, it's a mistake. But DK Metcalf is the last thing from a mistake. Number 15. One of the toughest decisions of the video. Our first option is Patrick Mahomes, last year's MVP. But he's got some tough competition because option number 2 is another legendary quarterback, Gardner Minshew. But I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes. Number 16. I hate picking quarterbacks because they're usually so overrated. But I'm gonna give it to Jared Goff. His competition was Tyler Lockett, a worthy opponent. And no, I'm not a part of the Jared Goff fan club. I'm usually the one criticizing him. But this season, his O-line has been terrible. So I'm gonna give him a break. Number 17. Antonio Brown is the most talented player to wear this number, but he only wore it for like one game with the Patriots, so that doesn't really count. It's between Ryan Tannehill, Josh Allen, and Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is an interception machine. Josh Allen was absolutely terrible in the playoffs, and Ryan Tannehill has been one of the biggest surprises. That's why he's the best quarterback at number 17. Yeah, the best quarterback, not the best player. None of these are the best player. The best player at number 17 is Davante Adams. Number 18. For 15 years, it was Peyton Manning. So who's replacing him? AJ Green, who's a superstar but always gets hurt. Cooper Kupp, who is also a superstar, but his quarterback had a terrible season. Or Calvin Ridley, one of the best rookies from last season, but also his quarterback has been terrible this year. You might disagree, but I'm going with AJ Green. Injuries are not his fault. He by far has the most talent from this group. Number 19. Adam Thielen or Amari Cooper. The stats will say it's Amari Cooper. He has more touchdowns, more yards, more efficient. But if I'm being honest, Adam Thielen's the best. Like, he is by far the best. He's just been hurt all season. When you're playing 50% and you're still playing like an all-star, just imagine how good he would be healthy. Number 20. Jalen Ramsey or Frank Gore. Frank Gore was number 21 his entire career. I don't know why after 20 years he changed to number 20. Both these players are out of their prime, but they're also both really good. But I'm gonna give the edge to Jalen Ramsey because Frank Gore this season, he's not bad, but he's really old. Number 21, Mark Ingram, Patrick Peterson, or Ezekiel Elliott. Patrick Peterson might be the greatest number 21 ever. Him and Richard Sherman were the two best cornerbacks for like 5 years in a row. But this year, he's not the same. Is Mark Ingram really that good? Or does he just have an amazing offensive line and Lamar Jackson on his team, which gives him a lot of space? That's a pretty fair argument, but you know what? Zeke also has space. Zeke has Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, a good offensive line, and he's had a bad year. We're going with Mark Ingram. Number 22, and this one is spicy. Harrison Smith is the best defender, but forget about him because we've got some offense right here. Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry. Literally the two best running backs of 2019. So let's look at the facts. Touchdowns, Derrick Henry. Yards per rush, Derrick Henry. But the big edge for Christian McCaffrey is his receiving. He has 116 receptions. How many does Derrick Henry have? 18. Derrick Henry might be a little bit better at running, but as a complete player, it's Christian McCaffrey. Number 23. Marshawn Lattimore or Joe Hayden. Last year, it was Lattimore, no questions asked. They weren't even in the same league. But this season, Joe Hayden has 5 interceptions and has played so much better than Lattimore. I thought his career was over, but he surprised us all. Number 24. Marshawn Lynch, Nick Chubb, or Stephon Gilmore. A few videos ago, I talked about Stephon Gilmore being the best player on the Patriots, and I stand by that. But Nick Chubb is insane. 5 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. He's a very good receiver. But then we have Marshawn Lynch, who's probably the best number 24 ever. I know everyone favorites offense and wants me to pick Nick Chubb, but Stephon Gilmore is the better player, and that's just facts. Number 25, Richard Sherman. Oh, but he only has 3 interceptions, Greg. That's because no one passes the ball in his direction. Richard Sherman turned the 49ers defense into number 1 in the NFL. His only competition is Melvin Gordon. What did Melvin Gordon turn the Chargers into? Nothing. Number 26, Saquon Barkley or Devin Singletary. Oh, this is so obvious. No, it's not. Because if you look at the stats, Devin Singletary has had a better season. Wait, Greg, doesn't Le'Veon Bell wear number 26? Yeah, he does. He was also terrible this season. Devin Singletary ran the ball better this year. That's just facts. You can't debate that with me. But I will give Saquon the edge because of his receiving. Just like Christian McCaffrey, this dude had like 100 receptions, so he was the better overall player. Number 27, Kareem Hunt or Leonard Fournette. 2 of the strongest running backs in the league. It's neither of them. It's Tre'Davious White. This guy had 6 interceptions and led their defense to being top 5. Number 28, Josh Jacobs. There's not even a question about this. He might be the reason DK Metcalf doesn't win Rookie of the Year. This man almost had a touchdown every game he played. Number 29, 2 of the most respected defenders, Earl Thomas or Minkah Fitzpatrick. They're both really good, but you know what Minkah Fitzpatrick did? He made the Steelers go from a mediocre defense to an elite defense. And number 30, Todd Gurley or James Conner. Both of them had a down season. James Conner's excuse was a terrible quarterback. Todd Gurley's excuse was a terrible offensive line. I don't like excuses, so I'd rather pick neither, but I'm going to give the edge to Todd Gurley. You could put Derrick Henry behind that offensive line, and he would have a bad season. Last video, I did the best teams if every player played for their hometown. So if you're from New York, you're on the Giants. If you're from Miami, you're on the Dolphins. I think it's the best video on my channel, so go watch that right now.